I'm super excited to have here today with us Mark Robertson, the organizer of the Hong Kong Open, a double points event of the World Cup Pro Am Series. So, Mark, welcome.
Well, first of all, thanks so much for organising this, and actually thanks for the World Cup Pro Am Series. Really exciting project, and I really appreciate when you reached out to me a few months ago now. Yeah, a few months ago. It was before my event this year as well. So yeah, I think it's great. I think we've got a lot of good things to come in the future. It's fantastic. So great to be here in Caprice Bar, Four Seasons, Hong Kong. Why not? Let's kick it off with some luxury.
Yeah, exactly. Luxury. Talking about luxury, Hong Kong Open, definitely a luxurious event, the best event in Hong Kong, 100%. Now, why did you choose Hong Kong, and especially what inspired you to organize the Hong Kong Open?
Of course, like yourself, I mean, we can call Hong Kong as our hometown. You've been here for many years as well. I've been here now for 20 years now. Also, my family, so my kids grow up here. So it's the natural thing also, of course, to create this here in Hong Kong. It's such a culturally strong. They love the arts, the fine arts. Everything is very compact in Hong Kong. So we're sitting here looking at an amazing skyline out of these windows here. It's compact, there's high buildings, there's everything you want, it's convenient. So to basically do it here where the dancing business also has been so rich over the past couple of decades. And a lot of dancers also, including ourselves, have a lot to thank also Hong Kong for our careers as well, by it being such a vibrant place for dance. So it was the natural progression for me to do it here.
Absolutely, that makes sense. We know Hong Kong very well, and yes, there is such a culture for dancing in this amazing city. So now you are very well known as one of the best organizers, paying attention to every single detail.
Am I blushing now? Yeah.
No, you're really good. You're really good. I mean, I've been lucky enough to attend many of your events, and you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you so much.
Pay attention to every single detail, and that's what makes your events absolutely special. Now, how do you think? How do you organize your events with a competitor in mind?
Yeah, so I think for me, there's very clear two lines organizing the competition. So I want to put myself into the role of the dancer, and of course in the role, let's say, of the audience, the observer. Okay, but as a dancer, I think that we need. My intention is really high on the dancer also, because I want them to be able to have the best performance they can possibly do. So down to the details of course, the music, the length of the music, what kind of music, what song does it go basically with that particular final. That's the first round of that event. Okay, what kind of atmosphere basically should it be? I'm really clear also about the tempos as well. The tempos need to be spot on. The beats and bars per minute need to be spot on. If it's too fast, too slow, yeah, I lose my temper. I have to say. So of course then the dancers know that they basically are coming to the event where they're going to be taken care of. Changing rooms, water, timetable, enough spaces, breaks, not too crazy in the morning. They kind of know what to expect. So already they're arriving with a sense of confidence and comfort. So then they can basically be able to actually put in their best performance, because they know they're going to be taken care of that day. And as a result, those who are observing and watching, adjudicators, or the guests who are sitting there enjoying that, are going to basically see memorable performances. So for me, that's a huge part of the inspiration to basically how to create it. They create the magic. We just basically provide the platform for them to enjoy it.
Exactly. So I really love it. I love to hear this, because I often talk with many competitors, teachers, or students, and very often there are complaints about the length of the music, the tempo, the environment, the type of music. So to hear you paying attention to all those details, I mean, that's really fantastic. That's music for my ears. Great job.
Good.
So, until now, you always organize the Hong Kong Open in the Convention Center in Hong Kong. From 2026 edition of the Hong Kong Open, you moved the event to the Hopewell Hotel. Mm-hmm. So why you make this change, and how you think this new venue can support the event for the future?
Okay, so love the Convention Center. The Convention Center, especially many years ago, we used to have a lot of parties there as well, right? Of course, because you could have 40 tables there. It was a massive room. Of course, things have scaled down a little bit as well. Of course, costs have come into play and so on. Of course, and COVID's been a huge part of our dancing business. So things changed a little bit as well. But for the competition, the Convention Center is an amazing layer of a venue. And it's been really good to me as well. But of course, it's difficult for me to actually hold down a perpetual date in the convention centre. Now, we also were just talking before offline about the need in our dancing industry now to have dates well in advance, a year in advance. When is it? When is it exactly? You know, if you look at, for example, there's many events. Also, if you look at the UK, they've already got the dates up to 2029. In our business, we need to basically do that. Again, you're going to giving all the couples, the teachers, the students themselves that kind of, okay, I can't organise a holiday that week because it's going to be the Hong Kong Open, or the Fabulous Cup, or whatever it is. So with the convention centre, unable to do that, and we'll never be able to do that because it falls in a particular time of the year where the calendar also is difficult. So they're like saying, listen, maybe like 9 months before we can start to talk about it. It's impossible. Yeah. Then I'm literally chasing my tail all the time. You're chasing dates, you're chasing vendors, you're chasing couples, sponsors, you name it. It's just a run to the finish, and you can't do that. So, in short, of course, with a heavy heart, of course, leaving the convention centre, but super excited to go into the new venue. Hopewell Hotel is the largest ballroom in Hong Kong. It's huge, it's massive. It's bigger than the convention centre. I don't believe it or not. And it's in a hotel. So you've got the convenience and the glam aspect as well, right away. So for everyone coming, you basically can park yourself in the hotel for the duration of the event. Even between the events, you say, okay, well, I've got an hour now before my next round. You nip up to your room, you're there. So of course, for me, for the status of the competition, it's great. It's going to add a lot more glamour to it. I can be basically secure my dates in advance. We can have everything under the same roof. And I think it ticks all the boxes. So for me, it was a difficult yet easy decision also to basically make it. And of course, now we can turn it and then we have a perpetual dates. So we're looking forward to it. We're excited about moving to that new venue. Challenges, of course, are going to come with it. Of course, because everything is going to be new again and all the production. But again, we're used to the challenges, right?
Exactly. That's what keeps life more interesting.
Motivated and innovative, and even less hair than at the moment.
Exactly. That's great. No, I mean, really looking forward for this event in the new venue, and glamour, convenience, attention for details. So you're going to have it all. That's great. Fantastic. So Hong Kong Open is part of the World Cup Run Series with the double points event.
Yep.
So how are you you planning to impress the competitors, the attendees for the 2026 edition?
Well, okay, again, how can we say that we've already basically spoken about Hong Kong as a vibrant international city. Also just recently voted the number one hotel in the world, literally just across the water from us just now. So of course Hong Kong has that. It's got that absolute attraction. It's not an up and coming city. It's an established city already. So within the hotel also as well, of course, we will have everything inside there. All of we have a training camp will be there. The competition will be there. 1,000 rooms. So you have all the variety of rooms, whatever you want, sea view, mountain view, suites, presidential suite, you name it, we're going to have it. All the retail, shopping, everything is basically under one complex per se. Plus, you're in the heart of the centre. You can nip out. The transportation in Hong Kong is super convenient. They've got all the name brands here, Michelin star restaurants, the best bars. Maybe that's the wrong thing to promote, but of course it's very important for me also to be promoting this kind of thing as well.
By the way, amazing after party.
Correct.
Cannot miss it.
That's on one of my points also for afterwards as well.
Oh, sorry.
Listen, the after party, and actually this has also been a running thing or a running joke also with some of the top competitors who also come because they just can't wait for the after party. Comp is great, Mark. Thank you very much. Prize money, very good, but the after party, okay, we have to stay for that. And that's always been a big thing also for me as well to create that, that kind of summary, the finale also for the whole thing as well. Just that, this is dancing's great, right? We're all coming from all over the place, so that's it's also a big important thing for me as well. I will also say which is one great thing, is that Hong Kong is so safe. We can really feel comfortable here. You can, we can walk around at any hour. You don't feel any danger. You want to wear your nice fancy AP watch or whatever. You don't need to basically keep it in the safe and not wear it. No, really here we feel that sense of safety here as well. So that's also, I think, another nice pulling point also as well from people coming from afar. That you got everything under the city and it's compact. It's not an hour taxi journey everywhere, for example. It's on the doorstep. So those are some of the pulling points which I can think of mind at the moment.
That's great, fantastic. So we touch all those points,
and of course, super happy as well that to be a part of also this series. And like I said to you at the beginning, I think this is going to be the start of something great, and also providing lasting memories, and of course bringing in like-minded organisers as well to basically create events which are touching the highest levels also of an attention to detail for everything, so that the user experience is wow. Okay, I'm coming next year. This is great. And if we all have the same kind of like-minded thing, then the series is going to be an absolute success. So for me to do double points was a no-brainer.
So you can't miss it. Double points, an amazing experience here in Hong Kong. Now, Mark, you touch all the different points, and there is one part which is also very important, talking about adjudicators.
Mm-hmm.
You are well known to be an organizer. They invite really top-notch adjudicators. How do you ensure transparency and fairness when you invite the panel of adjudicators?
I think this is it's funny because rightly or wrongly, I think this is one of the first questions which I receive now from now you would think because of course we're talking about the Pro-Am series here as well, but of course the Hong Kong Open is very much a two-line event. We have the strong Pro-Am side of it and the strong competitive side also as well. So one of the first questions, of course, now is who's judging. Now you would think, for example, it would be how much is the prize money. No, that's not on the priority. It's basically who's judging. And of course, our dancing business has gone through different changes over the years. So and it makes me even more wanting to be absolutely independent, balanced, choosing the best possible panel we can, a nice mix of professionalism and just great professionals who are actually really cared about the actual growth of the dancing business and the industry, and ultimately respect the dancers. So for me, that's also really important also to select that. I don't want anybody on there who's going to be difficult, non-appreciative, not wanting to basically be ethical about their job and their task. And of course, from the outside, all the dancers can look at it and say, well, okay, this organizer has basically tried their best to put together a balanced panel. Of course, you're never going to hit the sweet spot. There will be somebody who will dislike, but that's anyway an impossible task no matter what. We've had that since the beginning of time. I think it's just basically spoken about much more now. So you want the people to basically feel that, okay, this is really an event where the organizer has really put thought into it, try to create a nice panel, try to also put great judges also on for them as well. I mean, we want all the dancers, the kids, the Pro-Ams to be judged by really good panel of judges. But for them, it's also really important. It's also a proud moment for them to be on that floor whilst being judged also by all these people who are, many of them, of course, Blackpool International, the major championships judged. Everyone wants that. No matter what level you are, you want to be judged by the best and fairly.
Absolutely, yeah. And you always bring over to Hong Kong the top-notch adjudicators. That's great. So we cover the competition part.
Yeah.
Then with all the attention to the details, we know about top-level adjudicators, amazing after party, and let's say,
what else do we talk about?
Now we need to talk about what to do if somebody wants to spend another couple of days here in Hong Kong.
Okay, all right. Sorry I kind of interrupted you there. Okay. Like I'd also touched on before as well, I mean, the arts and culture in Hong Kong is so rich, and actually, and it's not just all tall, glamorous skyscrapers and Bentleys and so on as well. There is some amazing. You can just literally have next to a skyscraper. There can be down the road there, the most amazing noodle shop in Hong Kong, for example, sat outside on little wooden stools, and you're going to have the best noodles and dim sum you could ever imagine. And as you know, a lot of them already, on the Michelin food guide and so on. So here it's vibrant, it's eclectic, it's super mixed, between the old and the new, the authentic and the modern. It's got a great buzz for that. It's such a vibrant city as well. The lights, the nightlife, the nature. So there is a lot for people to basically do, and like I said, also the transportation is also is so easy. So you can jump on the metro, let's call it, or on a taxi. Michelin star restaurants, everything you can do, you have it. Of course, we'll have this beautiful thing in Hong Kong. We'll have Hong Kong Island, of course, or Kowloon over the stretch of water. So of course, you're just surrounded by beautiful views all day long. So for someone also coming into Hong Kong for the first time, the moment you basically get off the airplane and you're basically coming into Hong Kong, you kind of just feel, okay, right, we're coming towards this epicenter of just buzz, culture, 24-hour I think it's a great place to come and visit, and you can do it on a quick visit as well. It's so compact, you can basically get around a couple of days extra. Yeah, you'll tick every box.
Absolutely, I totally agree. One thing that I love already when I'm about to land in Hong Kong, when you see the jungle of skyscraper, and then when you are in it, as you said, the contrast.
It's
really, the luxurious and the very local things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really high level. And
they're side by side, right? They're literally side by side. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing, like nobody else.
Oh, no. That's why we both live in Hong Kong.
I would never left. I remember I said to my wife also all these years ago, 20 years ago, I said, honestly, we're going to go to move in Hong Kong, for example. It's going to be great. I'm going to basically, 2 years, I'm going to save money, I'm going to leave. And yeah, here we are. 20 years later, I'm still trying to save money.
That's one thing not easy to do.
Not easy to do.
To save money.
No. Too many good things to do.
But the city is amazing. So you guys are okay. You come for the Hong Kong Open.
That's okay. You don't need to save.
2 days.
You don't save. You spend.
Exactly. So now, we already share a lot about Hong Kong Open, about Hong Kong as a city. Now, whether someone is competing for the first time or is a seasoned competitor. Now, what make Hong Kong Open like a must-attend event of the Pro-Am calendar?
So, this is also an interesting question as well, because like I'd also said, we're very focused on the overall event itself by having let's call it multi-levels, multi-categories, for example, also in our competition. It's not solely focused on the Pro-Am scene. It's very much an eclectic mix. And actually, what we've also done with it as well, so maybe this is normal, not normal, or whatever from the outside, but of course we have also within that day, you will have, of course, all the Pro-Ams, as well as also the kids and the juniors and all that mixing. And actually, it works so well. The buzz also, if you recall also this year, I mean, the buzz created also from the audience from both sides, whether it's the kids for the Pro-Am and also vice versa, it's really, really great. There's such a great buzz there also as well, and the place was packed, and the audience were really going. So that's a big thing also for us as well, because again, we have on the second day, for example, you will have, let's say, the main events, the amateur and the professionals, where we attract some of the best couples in the world, the best competing couples in the world to attend. So there's also that, let's call it your own little after party. You've done your competition, you've done your preparation at the camp, you've done everything, and of course within our schedule, we make it really, really comfortable also for the Pro-Am competitor. So we make sure, of course, that there's sufficient spaces, but also not dragged out too much as well. So we're very careful also about that as well, and also the split between the ballroom and Latin, and also in the smooth. So if you're coming in to compete, you also don't feel like I'm being dragged in at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm leaving at 9 o'clock at night. We know that that's also that's uncomfortable. Your setting, of course, your changing area, the visibility on the schedule. We have all the schedules basically put up also on the foam board, super printed minute by minute, so everyone is there. So there's a nice balance also between, let's say, the new, you can kind of scan your QR code, and also, let's say, for those of us who are still analog, you have of course all your printed stuff as well. The general environment, I spend so much time and money, of course, also in creating the production. So whether it's for them, for me, there's no divide between whether it's a Pro-Am or a professional final. Coming back to also the detail about the production, of course, the music, the adjudicators, also thinking also for the dancers as well, that there's access to food and beverage and so on and so forth. So that's all, let's say, really, really well thought out of. And of course, remaining, for example, for the second day to watch, for example, the professional and the amateur couples basically dance in the gala dinner evening. So you have basically your day after, where you looked around the city, you've done all of that, and you basically stay also for the gala evening. And of course, all the studios in Hong Kong as well. There's some fantastic studios in Hong Kong as well, which are so close by, a 5-minute taxi journey, for example, from each other as well, with some of the best teachers. So because it's already, let's say, an established dancing center, all the hardware and the software around it is established. It's rich. It's and it's not rich in terms of money, it's rich in terms of experience. That is all basically there, for people to access. So we want it to be really a must-attend event, and of course we want to keep on improving also year by year as well. And all the feedback from everyone also is very important as well, so that we can do that, and we listen to the people to improve on the smaller details.
Yeah, I can definitely vouch for Hong Kong Open. It is a must-attend event.
Thank you.
This guy here pays so much attention to every single detail, and he's actually the one that inspired me to start my event. So really, well done.
Thank you.
So as I said, I'm 100% sold. I love the city. He's an amazing organizer. He does a fantastic job. Now, if somebody wants to reach out to you, what's the best way to find the information about the Hong Kong Open?
Okay, so we have our website is of course is up and running and functioning. So that's hko.dance. Nice and easy to remember. All the information is on there. Also, the information links also to the series. They will have all the information inside there as well, also for the hotel, directions, also location to get also from the airport and transportation. So everything is accessible also through that. Of course, on the ongoing weeks and months, we'll be doing collaborations also with the series as well. So people can basically access it very, very quickly. It's very user friendly how to navigate and enter.
Fantastic. So Hong Kong Open, hko.dance. That's the best way where you can find all the information.
Yes, all the information.
You can reach out.
Follow us on Instagram and so on and so forth as well.
And then you can reach out to Mark and his team. For sure, is going to lead you and make sure that you have an amazing experience before you even land in Hong Kong. So we get close to the end of the interview
already.
So fast. You did amazing.
So fast.
Just some quick question, very short. So describe the Hong Kong Open in 3 words.
Electric, inspiring, unmissable.
I love it. So now finish the sentence. You know it is the Hong Kong Open when?
Everyone is talking about the after party.
And that's a good one. You see, I didn't know that.
You anticipated it, you see? Clearly, everyone's talking about it.
Last year I attended an after party. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Remember,
of course, partially. I don't have much memory. That's why it was so good.
That's good.
Nice. And so, if the spirit of the Hong Kong Open were to be a dance, which dance could it be?
So, this is also a really good question to try to navigate this into words. I mean, it would be like a segue, I would say, or a show dance of various types of dance, movement, rhythms, emotions. And I think that as a competition, it needs to kind of go through that flow. You need to basically have all the highs and lows, and not lows in terms of negative lows, but an emotional highs and lows as well. And that's what I want everyone to kind of walk away from the competition saying that was great. I think I've ticked every single box. You know, I was close to tears by this particular performance, or listening to that particular song, or basically, again, this is also why that detail would be so important to have put on maybe an amazing rumba, for example, where you feel moved. And you're moved, every single person also from the outside also is moved. And we walk away and we're talking about it. Did you see so-and-so dance tonight? Or did you see when that came on? It's just, it needs to be an array of different feelings just to create that one sensation and memory at the end.
That's amazing. So it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions.
A roller coaster of emotions, yeah.
Hong Kong Open. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks so much.
Hong Kong Open, part of the World Cup Pro-Am Series with the double points event. You can't miss it. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.